No, so stage one of the SC18 Grand Prix then. And yeah, I qualified just barely actually with that really odd run. Came in 9th place in my qualifications. But what I'm going to do is a practice run here, then bring the car up to at least the 2nd star, possibly the 3rd. I'll have to take a look at that. And yeah, do a run then on stage 1 here of this GP. I placed into a tier 2 group, so there's 5 keys floating about inside here. So you are kind of looking at like the first 5 people getting it for sure, along the first 3 getting a decal and an epic import part, and then you've got around a 60% chance in position 6, looking down to about a 40% chance by 11th, and I think these continue most of the way down. Yeah, so 16th even still has a 20% chance of getting a key in this tier that I've landed myself in. SC18 definitely an A-class car that I want to add on to the garage, but I'm going to do a practice run here. I have a 41.8 already so far, and it's just 360s in one go times 4 for the blueprints from this, which is well possible in the 1 star version of the car to get that. You just get it, well, you can get it actually at the start of the race or at the end of the race, but either position really isn't a bad idea with this one. Just a case of, I would normally say at the end of the lighthouse track, try and use the shockwave to push forward there rather than actually yeah, kind of doing 360s towards the finish line. So nitro and then 360s off here. Now, obviously I'm not gunning for time on this one since I have those worked out, but there's your 4 things. Then down here, open drift, fill up the nitro all the way to a shockwave and straight onto that. So like this is just with the 1 star version of the car. I'm just going to leave it in a yellow nitro state because it's going to lose a tiny bit of speed going across there, but rather than changing over to the blue, and I get way more nitro duration kind of by just leaving it in that. And then yeah, no 360s here for myself at the end, just straight towards the finish line. 42 that time and destroy the SC18. But yeah, that's kind of the pathway that I'm planning on using. It's just a case of I'm obviously going to go for a 2-star car to start off with this at the very least, maybe 3. I'll have to see kind of how I get on with those packs. I've heard people say that they're pretty ratty on the drop rate. But that's my conditions done there for the first practice stages. I think that's going to bring me up to almost that star up anyway. So yeah, I need 5 blueprints. So I could get that with the relay packs, because those relay packs aren't actually too bad. It's just a case of they take out the gambling and fun element of this. But yeah, at the same time, I'm going to go with packs like I normally would kind of thing for these, just for the chance at getting something extra. Although, yeah, I don't know. If you're in a position where 5 blueprints would get you the star up and your tokens don't really kind of encourage you to go gambling, then go for the relay packs for sure. Otherwise, yeah, like I said, I'm going to go for some packs, and you can see how I get on with these. Now, you can see here the star ratings and requirements as it kind of goes up through the stars. So yeah, everyone can see the fact that like the 2nd star, this is 28 blueprints, which isn't too bad. And then you move up to 32, 44, and yeah, it starts to grow pretty fast from there. You can see as well the ratings in this car. Like pretty much the nitro stat is one of the main ones that gets boosted as this moves up in the stars. But yeah, like even at 1 star, it's already a pretty decent car in terms of like just how much nitro ability this one has. So definitely a nice car to have inside the garage. And again, I mentioned this in an earlier video, but like this SC18 is pretty much like an S-Class Lambo just in the A-Class. So it'd be really handy to use this in Platinum League when you're going up through multiplayer 1, since yeah, it's pretty much like a car out of its class a small bit. Now though, let's hit up some of those packs and see how I get on. Like I said, I intend to do the first stage with at least the 2nd start version of this car. If I happen to edge closer to the next star, I would consider that, because yeah, it's definitely one that I'm looking to at least take away the 3-star version of this from it. So I'll open up a few sets of cars here and see kind of how I get on with this one. Oh, I have some tokens still to be gotten from the ultimate Lamborghini experience as well. So cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's my star up from the first 10. 9 blueprints from that. Wait, at least 12. That's pretty cool. Zero Uno, of which there is a car hunt on for her right now. But yeah, that's really nice. So 12 blueprints from the very first one. Nice. Star up, and yeah, directly into moving towards the next star as well for that one. Boom. 2-star SC18. Very nice. And yeah, like really, really, really gorgeous looking car. Especially given the fact that it's in the A class. It is pretty nuts how, like I said, out of its class it looks. Fire another 10 at this one and see how much and down towards the 3rd star that I can actually get, because I always like to start off a Grand Prix kind of on a good foot when I intend on winning the car. No blindfolds or no accelerator runs this time. Ooh, Mazda Furai blueprints getting mulched. 13 out of 32, not too bad. Halfway there to the next one. And yeah, it's not taking too much of a toll just yet. 2k or so gone into this. And like I said, I still have the ultimate Lamborghini experience as well to knock out. So I have a good few K tokens that are going to be coming my way from the from that event in the next one. Let's see, what's that? 13 needed for the next star. Could get incredibly lucky and unlucky here. I'm not sure. But yeah, like I said, I wouldn't mind bringing this car to the 4th star at some point down the line in this event. So what I'll probably do is unlock it now, do a practice run at the 2 stars after it's been fully tuned up, and then give it a look and see just how far I want to kind of take this one. What I'll do is, I'll just knock it over that 3rd star with the next set, and leave it be then until kind of I get some more of those blueprints from the practice rounds every day as it moves forward. Hopefully, I say I'll knock it to the 3 stars. It depends on, there we go. Yeah, so that's it, into 3 stars, and start towards the next 44 blueprints required then for that. So do we get any extra help and a boost? 5 extra towards the next one, so that'll need 39 blueprints then for the 4th star for myself. Bringing up to 3,500 rating. Not too bad a way to have that car, really. And ooh, that's pretty. I've seen people asking as well on the Facebook group as to why this car has 63 on the decal of it. It's just a reference to when Lamborghini was founded, 1963. So yeah, it's a fairly basic enough reason as to why 63 is all over the car. But yeah, 1963 is when Lamborghini was founded, so it's a little history lesson tagged onto that decal as well. It's not to the 63 of them made. I believe this car is actually a one-off, so there's only actually one SC18, if I'm not too mistaken with that. Now we're gonna pump some credits into that and bring it out then for a test run at the 3-star version of this, but then also bring it for a live run. I'll probably just do the 1 live and maybe see, as long as that's a decent enough run, see how other people do inside my group as well. Like I said, I intend on bringing this car to at least 4 stars, so if other people want to try and punch up the same thing in my group, that'd be cool enough. But like I said, I'm going to definitely do what I can to win this SC18 the first time around. This Grand Prix is repeated again later on as well, so if you do tune it up a bit this time and you spend some tokens on there and you happen to have some bad luck with it, don't fret too much, because hopefully that kind of step up will give you a bit of an advantage coming into the second time this car is coming around. Now, I'm not doing any kind of rationing with my tune-ups for this. Like I said, this one is a Grand Prix play to win, so I'm just punching it straight up to the max here. I still have my Nissan Leaf that I can put a few upgrades into if I want to get those 5 tokens from the daily quest. I don't really need to be sabotaging my Grand Prix right here, so and that's about 4 million credits I think got into that, and somewhere in the region of 3k or so tokens. So not too bad. Like I said, it's a cool little car and definitely one that I want to get my hands on it. I need that key. Now, and yeah, put in a 41.1 with that. Realistically, on these short burst tracks, like, you're not going to see the full extent of tune-ups for the car. It's still nice, obviously, and it's definitely a bit more sprightly off the starting grid, but let's see, time to beat. I think that's just a person who's in 4th position in my group. But yeah, like I said, I was going to do one of my live runs right now and then probably leave the other 2 unless I manage to get this one into the river on the left hand side at the start, which is the only kind of really dreaded thing on this one. It's like, I think it's the only place you can really wreck unless you do something disastrous. But yeah, definitely just watch out for it as you're coming down, that you don't clunk into that river, because all you have to do is just barely go outside those rocks on the landing when you're coming down from the starting 360s ramp. I mean, because like, yeah, you don't want to be losing out a lot of points in these early stages, especially in this Grand Prix. Let's see, here we go. And yeah, that thing, 3 stars, quite a lot more nimble off the grid. Into the air, imperfect all the way down, but yeah, just watching out for the river. I'm surprised I didn't actually end up going into it after it given the warning, but open and shockwave. Straight along the lights, just the whole way along the straight. Blue nitro here now because they have a little bit more nitro efficiency to work with in that tank. But then I'm just gonna do a little drift here and shockwave, bring it out, little drift and shockwave towards the finish line. But like, 41.1, that's pretty much exactly what I put in the practice run, really, so not too bad at all. 3,500 rating version of the car. I kinda shouldn't do too badly. But yeah, for now that's netting me to 50 points anyway. Like I said, I've got a couple of probably dangerous enough people inside my group, but at the same time I've got 5 keys floating around inside here as well, so, and I've got 27,000 more tokens. So yeah, we'll see. Like I said, I aim to come away from this with the 4-star version of the car, which would be a pretty nice way of landing it. But yeah, at the same time, I think I should be okay enough to net myself one of the top 5 positions. There is a decal available for this one as well, and you can actually take a look at those as well inside in the decals portion if you go into your customization, just to see like what you would get for 1st, 2nd and 3rd. It's mostly the same coloration on the car, but it just the number is slightly different. Main power design as well on the side of it. The crowd who do customization pieces for 1 or 2 of the other cars. I don't know, it's like, regardless of the actual decal you're getting on this one, I think it does look absolutely beautiful. I don't know, the decals do cover up the 63 of it, and like I said, that is a pretty cool yeah, nod to the founding of Lamborghini itself. Very nice car, definitely one that I'm going to be punching for to get it into my garage. But yeah, that's round 1 over for me in this one, for the most part anyway. I might do some adjusting around the place and see how other racers get on. Like, these events are always a case of, it's not player versus the time, it's not against the clock, it's the other players that land in your group. So definitely you need to make a decision on this one. If it's like you in a group that's got a bunch of people who are likely to bring this car up to 4 and 5 stars to even begin with, in which case you really need to kind of decide how much are you willing to kind of gamble in tokens against those rivals that you'll have inside your group. And yeah, just if there are people as well that, like, you know, a couple of the names of decent enough clubs in the game where they're gonna kind of place themselves, you know, in regular events. If it's like a club that you see constantly in the top 1%, the top 5% and stuff, and you might not be there, definitely, you know, don't go too crazy with tokens. This one goes out to people in tier 5 and tier 4 groups as well. Those groups have 2 keys and 1 keys respectively. If you happen to have somebody who's sandbagged land down inside your group with you, yeah, that just sucks, and you're gunning for packs then, realistically, because yeah, sandbagging is a thing that you could definitely do in this Grand Prix, given the fact that all you need to do is just qualify in the bare minimum group and you would land inside in a tier 5 group. Now, the thing I always say as well, if two people, well, obviously more than two people are going to do that, but yeah, what's going to happen is on some of those tier 5 groups, you're going to get two really good players who sandbag into the same group, and yeah, then it's going to be hell for leathers. Two players who are really good fighting for a key, and there's only one key in those tier 5 groups anyway, so I don't know. It's not exactly the guaranteed surefire way to get a key, because obviously, like I said, those lower down groups only have the one key to fight over. But yeah, that's it for mine. And yeah, slightly different location here. There's been building work going on outside my flat this last week, and it's expected to continue for a small while, so I have relocated to a slightly different studio. Hopefully this isn't too unusual. I'm missing my background, which usually has my PS4 and like the Stargazer in there. But yeah, if you do like these videos, guys, please do hit the sub button up there. There's other videos from me here and here, and yeah, leave a comment down below and see, did you get to qualify in this one? How are you doing with it? And yeah, are you likely to chase up the SC18, or is it just another Lamborghini? Because a lot of people have pointed out there's 10 of them in the game now, and they kind of all look like that. It's just, yeah, this one looks pretty. And A-class, so definitely it's going to be a cool tool to have in the Platinum League. Alright guys, good luck and drive safe in your Grand Prix.